Hey Taurus, we about to jump right into your reading for what you need to know right now, why you need to know this, advice for what you need to know, and what song and our messages best relate to your reading for what you need to know right now. So let's get right into it. I was getting a few things. uh, y'all in a situation that y'all in, you're like, you're tuned out of it, and this person is fighting for y'all to stay together. You got Maya, grandmother, ocean, primordial. There you go. And what pushes that is vulnerability. But yeah, what does Taurus need to know right now? So it's like there's a one-sided relationship. Whoever you're with, or it could be you, wants to stay in this relationship and fight, while the other one is just they're already not even just 1 foot out the door. Like they're out the door basically. Um, Wander voyage, crossing deeper waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. What does Taurus need to know right now? A number y'all should look up is 644. I meant to say that, didn't get to. So y'all should look that up. What does Taurus need to know right now? See, I'm hearing the past. Everyone's trying to go back to the past. Transparency, honest, authentic, genuine, present. That's funny because this past that you want to go to, adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge of time. That's what's pushing this. So funny because um, there's something. Oh, I don't know if you ever heard of Little Wayne's "Something You Forgot." I might want to listen to that. But there is something that you want to go back to. There's something that you feel like you need to say to somebody from the past, and you want to go back to actually talk to them because y'all didn't get to talk or something. Uh, yeah, you just feel like it just feels you just feel like you're over something or someone, and someone else has piqued your interest or repeat your interest. Let me get one more for Taurus. What this Taurus needs to know right now. Okay, energy field adjustment, aura cleaning, and health. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, there's someone from the past that you feel like you need to talk to. And it's funny, this is coming up. So maybe that person from your past is very spiritual, completely opposite of the person that you're with today. That's weird. It's weird. But yeah, that's really what I'm getting. It feels like you've been pretending for so long to be something that you're not. But you know where you can go and be yourself, and that's where you're leading. Like that's where listening to yourself is taking you. Oh, what's pushing that was visions. I didn't even peep that. Visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. Is this another twin flame reading? That's what it was feeling like. I didn't want to say it, but it felt like that. It felt like it's another twin flame reading. I just did one for Aries. Aries had a good twin flame reading. But yeah, that's what this is feeling like. And so basically, you're going back. You're going back to your twin flame. I hear I'm done. Like you're done running, or you're done dealing with energies that you don't need to deal with. Um, I, you're not yourself, but you felt most yourself with that past. So it's like you want to go. You better hope that the past welcomes you with open arms. Is what I want to say. You should look out 443. But yeah, and you should really hope that the past is going to welcome you with open arms, considering there's a lot of stuff that's happened here, and the fact that there's transparency that needs to happen. You were fake. You were fake about a lot of things. In denial is what I'm hearing. But yeah, I'm assuming that you're no longer into spirituality and stuff. You don't do crystal work. You haven't been cleansing yourself, doing cleansing showers and smudging and stuff like that. Things that you used to do. Uh, I got yoga. You're not doing yoga. You're eating meat. Oh, you just tapped out. You just tapped all the way out. But you're getting yourself back together. And like you're listening to yourself again because you did at one point and then you stopped listening to yourself and now you're getting back into listening to yourself. Oh, you're getting back into listening to yourself. And yourself is telling you that where you're at right now ain't it. Your present life isn't the life that you want to live. So you're going back to the past. The past is somewhere that you want to be, and that's where you're going. All right. Let's figure out why you need to know this. Why do you need to know this? Why does Taurus need to know this right now? You just don't feel right. You've been feeling out of place. Why does Taurus need to know this right now? Okay, we got manifestation, wounded healer, and what's pushing these is shame. Let me get some more for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know right now? Oh shit. Okay, what's pushing these cards is mask. So we have naked, desire. Oh, hold on some more. And rage. Huh. Because it's feeling like since you part ways with certain situations, things, despite how you may portray, things have really been out of whack. Like, you feel like you're not living your life or your most authentic life. Like, you're not living how you feel like you should be living. You feel like you're suppressing yourself a lot. With this manifestations, it's like you've been speaking things that you truly don't want. So you've been manifesting other people's desires, like what other people want instead of what it is that you want out of this. So that's why you're going to the past, because you feel like it's easier to don't do things because it's easier. Like I'm gonna don't do things because you feel like it's easier to do that. It's easier to be with an abuser because you've been with them for so long instead of learning new. Like, do it because this is what you really need to do. Like, don't do it because it's easier for you. No, do it because going back to this person or going backwards, I guess, will help you go forward. Damn, look up 844. But moving backwards will help you move forward because that particular path is it's cut off. Like it's cut off. So it's up to you to reattach and make it grow into something. It's up to you to do that. But it's like, do that because it's what you genuinely want to do. It's something that you really feel you need to do, not because it's just easier for you. Like, and that it turns into being used. Now you're using someone for convenience because it's easier for you. Like, you know what I mean? Don't be a user. Don't be a user. Don't do it because you feel like dealing with this current person is hard. Like, one thing about it is people make decisions and they make their beds and they gotta lie in that shit. Like, that's something you just gotta deal with. Like, or just cut that person off and keep moving forward. Don't go back just to be a user. Like, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Don't do that. But because that's one aspect. The other aspect is because I really feel like it's not even the fact that you're being a user. Like now that I got that out, you're not being a user. It's just that things were never meant to be said, and you feel like you hurt that person in the past, but you never got to talk. So now you really want to say your part. You want to say your piece, and there's some things that's going to be revealed that neither one of you knew. That's the thing too. Like you probably stopped talking to this person because of hearsay, but instead of actually talking to this person, you just went on the bandwagon of what someone else said. It was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna just hold on to that and just use that as my reason to not deal with this person. But when y'all actually get together, you're gonna find out this person was also playing you for a fool. It seems. Well, damn. See, this is what happens when we don't talk to people. When people lack communication, I can't stand that. I like to talk. Like I like to talk. I like to set boundaries, and I like to be open and honest about things. So like it irritates me when people aren't like that. It used to anyway. Because when people aren't like that, now I'm just like, cool. That means we're not meant to deal with each other. Because if you don't want to be honest with me, that means you want to be able to do fuck shit until I tell you to stop or be like, no, I don't like this. You want to do dumb shit first before I come and say otherwise. That way you could just apologize for the shit. That's corny and that's very childish and immature. And I'm feeling like that's the person that you was with is like that. But this past person, hmm, I don't know. I feel like I like this past person. Don't be scared to go back. I do want to say that because I'm getting a lot of you're okay. You're in your head right now, thinking, oh, it's a few people going through this shit, but you're in your head thinking that going backwards, you're going to get the door slammed in your face. You're fearing rejection. You sound like a Libra. You're fearing rejection. Don't do that because you don't know what's going to happen. Even if y'all don't like come together in the way that y'all want to, y'all still have that open, honest communication that needed to be had. And I think that's more important than anything because that leaves a big question mark over the checkbox of what the fuck. Like for real though. So stop fearing that things aren't going to go your way because nothing has to go your way to be for real because you can't control nobody. But having that open, honest communication is a good thing. Period. Getting things out in the open is a good thing to do. Period. Like you're walking around under the guise of bullshit. That's what I got. You're walking around under the guise of bullshit because of someone being hateful and being spiteful. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But it seems like y'all both were played in the situation. And y'all about to just come together and talk about everything, get everything out in the open. And once y'all do that, and get together and talk first. Then after that conversation, then decide what to do from there. But don't discourage yourself from having that talk because the talk is needed. That conversation is needed. And one thing you can't do is be mad at how the conversation is delivered. You can't be mad at that. Let them speak. They deserve that, you know? So, yeah. Whew. It's a lot of truth about to be happening with y'all. Let's give some advice. What advice does Taurus need for what they need to know right now? What advice do you have for Taurus and then wanting to go back to the past? What advice do you have for Taurus? And then I'm hearing something's boring. Don't do that either because you feel the past person is probably more fun than this current person. Like, don't do that. Because still, that's using somebody. Stop using people. Like, what advice do you have for Taurus? Okay. Magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. Shame. I no longer have my face and step into the light with love. With pushing noses quest, I pledge the Pleiades, like my quest to be wild and free. Like So basically, all of this is you rediscovering yourself, is what I feel. And you felt most found with the past. And you feel like you just have to keep recreating yourself, and you're tired of that, I guess. And you just want to be you. And you can't be you because you're surrounded by people that are all fake. And that's fucked up. So, advice for Taurus is get back into writing. Write your, you have to speak everything into existence. When you write, when you're writing in a journal, like you should get back into journaling, because I feel like some of you used to and you stop. Get back into journaling, but write things as if it already happened. Like that's what you can do. You can write as if it already happened, and write positive, and really write what you're feeling, but write it as if it already happened. And don't let that's this whole shame thing. Because remember, I was like, y'all might fear the rejection or whatever because of what happened. Don't let that get in your way. Like, don't let that stop you from having at least that conversation, because there is a conversation that needs to be had and be had. And regardless of point blank, it's going to happen. The conversation is going to happen. So it would be better if you just get a massage, loosen up a bit. We got creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Basically, what I just said about journaling. Oh, oh, okay, this is dance. Just being pushed by that is dance. I dance, sing, play with my sisters at the sunset. What I got was make something. I guess your hands on, you're crafty. So it's like to ease that, because I'm about to say with the whole shame, like relax yourself or whatever. It's like ease your way into the conversation. I said, yeah, ease your way into the conversation. Um, make something for them. Maybe they liked stuff that you used to make or whatever craft that you do. Get them with that. That's the icebreaker. There you go. That's the word. Get something to break the ice. Like whatever that may be, hit them up and say, "Hey, I made a shirt for you. Would you like to come receive it? It's on the house." And then you gotta have that conversation. Oh, I drew something for you. Would you want to see it or come and get it in a bird? Something like that. It seems like manipulation a little bit, but there's good manipulation, there's negative manipulation. And this sounds like good manipulation because whether you know it or not, this person wants to talk to you too. Because again, y'all never got to have that conversation. So it just seems like that's what's going to happen. But that's the advice. Write down, like start the journal so you can manifest this. Like keep your thoughts positive about the situation. Think positive and clear of how you want things to go. But yeah, write down everything as if it already happened. Get rid of the fear and shame of what can happen if you try to hit this person up. And when you do hit them up with something. Say that you have something for them or something like that. You know, like, yeah, to break the ice, to make it more easier if you need to. Now let's get these song lyrics. Excuse me. What song and or messages best relate to Taurus reading? Okay, we have Fallout Boy, Sugar We're Going Down. I'm just a notch of your bed post, but you're just a line in the song. Uh, Junkies on a High, My Path Don't Follow. And what's pushing these is you said you needed me, then you turn right around and just lie. I feel like this is you being in your head yet again, thinking that when you go there, like when you try to talk to them, they're just going to dismiss you. And this is their whole focus, is that they're not going to want to talk to you after everything is said. Like after everything, they're not going to want to talk to you. They're not going to want to speak to you. But it's like you can't speak for them. That's one thing you can't do. All you could do is do what you're thinking and hope for the best. If it doesn't work out, you could say at least you tried. Other cards. I know that I will never disappoint myself. Beyonce, me, myself, and I. And then you have, um, how can you be sure that things are better If you can't be sure your heart is if you can't be sure your heart is still here with me. And that's Babyface with If. And what's pushing these is I know that I know I could be more creative and come up with poetic lines, which is Rihanna's Higher. So yeah, get out of your head because you're disappointing yourself with your thoughts. Like that's what you're doing. You're disappointing yourself with your thoughts. You keep thinking these things, but you don't know the truth of the matter. You don't know how it really is. You need to talk to this person. Like look up 2020. But you need to look up this. I said you need to look up this person. You need to have the conversation. Just rip the band-aid off. Just do it. Hashtag just do it. Nike told me. But real shit though. Stop with the guessing games in your head because the more you sit down and think about it, the more you're basically talking yourself out of it. So you gotta just do it. Like that's it. But yeah, that's all we got for you. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe to the try, share if you did to care because I love up here. We spread that shit. Uh, because there's something about this baby face John that some just told me to stop and really look at it. I don't know. All I'm getting is that you just keep talking yourself out of it. Yeah, don't talk yourself out of it. Stop questioning things and just go do it. Um, Feel free to look on the page for more content because there's more on there and there's also more to come. If you're not fucking with it, it's a-okay. I'm glad you experienced me for the moment that you did. And I'm out. Visualize peace sign. Later.